friends, it's Lael with Lael by Mail. In this video, I'm going to do a full flip through of my completed 2024 December documented December daily project. Oh my goodness, as always, it is a huge labor of love to complete this project. I'm very happy that I have another year under my belt. This is actually year 17, 17 years in a row that I have been doing a project like this. So very excited. And it's just one of the things I treasure most in all of my memory keeping projects, because it is something that is so detailed, and I've documented every December for the last 17 years, all the stories and the traditions and things like that. So this year I have used my 2024 December documented mini book project kit. So that kit included everything that you needed to put the project together. Now I have used that kit to create my foundation pages, and then in some cases I supplemented or added on additional products just to kind of fill some things out or switch some things up if I needed. So I have included a link in the description box of the video down below to purchase that project kit if you'd like, because I still have some available. Depending on, I guess, when you're watching the video. If you're watching the video a couple years in the future, highly unlikely. But anyhow, let's go ahead and get started. So I'm using a 2-inch album. This is one of my Lael by Mail albums. So I'm nice and chunky white wood grain there. For the cover, I did kind of a fun little wreath effect using lots of different products. The kit includes products from Lael by Mail, so some of my own products. And then you have the Simple Vintage Holly Jolly collection from Simple Stories, along with the Santa's Village collection of Simple Stories. And then, as I said, some other things thrown in for good measure. All right, starting out with the first, this has kind of become a little bit my signature. For the first each year, I'm generally doing a 2x2 pocket page. So I just love the little squares in the 2x2 pocket page, and then doing little shakers like that. So either adding little sequins or little, I don't know, other little pieces, I guess, just to kind of jazz up the pockets a little bit. But I really love that whole see-through effect. On the first, my husband and I went to a Utah Jazz basketball game. So took a little photo of us there. And that is obviously large photo. That is a 6x8 photo. And then did a little not hidden journaling, hidden photo, if you will, on the backside. Because that is a photo from the game. Utah Jazz colors purple, and they vary, but purple. And so purple didn't necessarily work in my with my red and green Christmas look. So that was a great way to just kind of create a little hidden photo and then do some journaling there. We have another interactive page over here. So this page, there's quite a bit going on, leaving lots of room for photos. So this is, we've opened up this little door here. And as we open up, we are looking this way. As we go this way, I'm taking a picture, looking at some of the decorations in the house, doing a little bit of journaling. And then it also opens this way to reveal spaces for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more photos. So lots of interactive elements. That's always kind of my thing. I like to do lots of interactive elements, which leave me room for lots more photos. On the third, I had done a one of my List With Me live sessions on YouTube, but it was a nighttime listing session, which is always a little bit different and fun. So the little selfie there as I was getting ready to start. Another interactive element here, this is a photo flip. So a clear pocket that has a removable backing that has adhesive on the back. So basically you're just adhering that to the top of a pocket page. So you have a little bit more space for additional cards or photos or what have you. The fourth is our younger son Sam's birthday. So every year for the last 17 years, that is what I've documented on the 4th in my December daily. So I have a little photo of him here, and then another little interactive element where that is folding down. On his birthday, he and his girlfriend came over. So a little picture there, and then flipping up for a little bit of journaling, and then some smaller photos that just tuck right into that little pocket. When we get to the 5th, my mom and one of her friends and I went to Kurt Bester concert, kind of a holiday concert. And this is a little pocket. So kind of a fun little pocket here where I've included some photos from the concert. And then this little guy is interactive and lifts up. Ooh, lifts up, a little sticky there. Lifts up to reveal that little thing. So a lot of events that you go to these days, you don't have paper tickets. And so when I want to include something like that, maybe a little bit of memorabilia, I will often go to Google and search for something that could work and then just print that off. So in this one, I'll just kind of bring this up to the camera a little bit. I used a white paint pen to create the little speckles. So it kind of looks a little bit like snow. I have included a link in the description box of the video down below as well that will take you to the December daily posts on my blog, where if you'd like to look any closer at any of the individual days, any of the individual pages, and the products I used, it will take you there, and then you can find the day and then get whatever information you need. So here on the 6th, documenting our Christmas tree. This year, I saw a term that said the chaos tree, or a chaos tree, which I thought was a perfect kind of explanation or word to use for our Christmas tree, because it's all a mixture of all different kinds of things. So here we have another little interactive element on this one. I did a tall photo and then just broke it up into the 3 pieces. So photo of the full tree, broke it up into 3 pieces, cut it, I guess, and then adhered it to each one of those little doors, if you will, with a little bit of journaling. Close-up photo of the tree, and then another close-up. And the tree is just a mixture of some of the ornaments that we've collected in our travels, some of the ornaments that the kids made when they were little, just a big mismatch of ornaments, which is really fun. Chaos tree. All right, as we continue on here, now it's so funny. I'm recording this on January 2nd, and I'm like, oh yes, what was this? Having a little trouble remembering. It seems like it was so long ago. Okay, here we go. That was the 6th. On the 7th, okay. On the 7th, we actually were out of town for a week. So I started kind of documenting that process on the 7th and doing a little bit of journaling here in this little door that flips up. We were in Carlsbad, California with some friends. And that day we had gone riding e-bikes. And I used an app called WeatherShot. So WeatherShot is an app that I've used for years that basically you bring your photo into the app and it will create an overlay on the top of that photo, basically a location overlay. So where you are, what the temperature is, the time the photo is taken, the sunrise and sunset. It's just a really fun way to kind of further document where you are when you're taking photos. So, and that app again is called WeatherShot. On the 8th, we were doing a little shopping and stumbled upon an area in Solano Beach that it was called like the design district, and they had wonderful shops. And so we found a great shop called Solo, and that is the business card that I picked up from Solo. I thought that might be kind of fun to include. But a little photo there from one of the areas of the shop. Beautiful shop. If you are in that area, Solano Beach, Southern California, or ever happen to go, that design district or the design street, I can't quite remember what it's called, was amazing. But that shop called Solo, very, very cool. All right, let's see. As we continue, when we get to the 9th, every year, for the last 17 years, I have always included either Christmas lists or wish lists, things that people in my family are asking for Christmas. So when the boys were little, they were letters to Santa. And of course, I photocopied them back then, right? Photocopied them back then and had a copy in my project before I mailed it to Santa. Anyhow, so this year for the 9th, this is actually a 6x8 pocket page. So you can see it is kind of see-through. What I did here was to create a little pocket using a glassine envelope and my little kind of journaling there. So that little journaling portion tucks into the envelope and that tag sticks on top. So you can see all of that is adhered directly to the top of the pocket page. And then you have the pocket to work with. So with the pocket, I just did screenshots of the text that the people in our family had sent me with links to the things they wanted. So you can see, and then just added maybe little stickers or little tabs up to the top of those pieces. So it's kind of a fun way, since our kids are no longer writing letters to Santa, and I guess since they're no longer handwriting their list of what things they would like, that's just kind of a fun way to show what kind of as time progresses and technology progresses, one of these is quite amusing. We do Christmas pajamas or pajamas on Christmas Eve every year. And so on our family text chain, I had said, please send me a link to the pajamas that you'd like. And our younger son, Sam, is quite the character. He sent a link to Louis Vuitton silk pajama pants. So yes. And then you see my laughing emoji because we do not buy things like that in our family. So it was just kind of funny. We all kind of got a kick out of that. Anyhow, so that is the 9th. The 10th, again, we're still out of town. And these are just some photos that I took just around town and as the different things that we were doing. So different things I'm currently enjoying. We would go to the ocean and lots of kind of polished black rocks. So kind of would pick a couple of those up, a seashell, a little white shell that a little white rock that my husband had picked up for me because I really like rocks and happened to fit exactly in that seashell. So just a little stack there. Sunset one evening, the pool where we were here. Just a nice little quote, pour love into the world without asking if anyone deserves it. A little bit of journaling. So I used washi to adhere all of those pages. On the 11th, we were in Coronado Island, and e-bike riding again. So I took that photo as I was riding there in front of me with a fun little kind of clear acrylic tag. So tag started with a rub-on and then the date on top, stapled some pom-pom trim to the bottom and did a little bit of journaling here. Photos here on the back side. There's a restaurant that we love on Coronado Island called The Garage. And it is, everyone there is Italian, speaks Italian, very authentic Italian food. And we just love going there. So just some photos I took there. On the 12th, I did a concept called What a Day. And this is something that I do on a monthly basis in my traveler's notebook, but basically just making a list of what we did that day. So that's what we have over here, the list. And then we did a little bit of walking on the beach again. So some photos from that. As we were flying home on the 13th, another kind of thing I like to do in my traveler's notebooks, something called out the window. So out the window, I love to take photos out the airplane window. So we've done that little thing and then used my out the window stamp set to kind of document where we were flying from, where we're flying to, the date, and then just a little blurb about, where we'd been or where we were heading or so forth. The 13th, this was one of my foundation pages, obviously. Well, I guess maybe not obviously. But on this one, I had created a Christmas tree out of the product strips, the little strips that you cut off of the bottom of your papers. We had done this in my December documented mini book project kit back in 2019. And so I thought it might be fun to bring it back around again because it's a super easy but fun way to, create a tree in this case, but also use product that normally you'd throw away, like the product strips. Oh, the 14th. This was one of my favorite pages when I designed my foundation pages back in August. But this is as you can see, it's a half circle. But I'll just open this up. There is this little charm that is hanging off, a little reindeer charm that is hanging off that little piece that folds out. And then not folds out, but that little piece that hangs off the edge. And then as that opens, it forms a full circle. So here I'm talking about a party that we'd been invited to, and you needed to thrift a gift. So you go to a thrift store and put together a gift. And so this on the 14th, that's when I had done the shopping. So talking about the thrift a gift shopping, and that is a photo of my shopping cart of everything that I found and bought at the thrift store. And then kind of the 14th and 15th go hand in hand because it's the 15th then that we actually attended that party. So I'm just a little bit of journaling there. Over here are the three baskets or three gifts that we were taking to the Thrift a Gift party for our family. And then did some kind of everything that's in each of the baskets, and then kind of doing a little play on the MasterCard advertisement where you're talking about what something cost and then the other thing's priceless. So that was kind of a little fun one there. The 16th, my mom and I did some shopping got to get that off. My mom and I did some shopping for a Secret Santa family, a family that we had adopted to help out with Christmas. And so over here, I had Fussy Cut, that little village it's kind of fun because when I first create the December documented mini book project kits every year, I'm usually doing those in August. So I'm doing all the foundation pages in August, and then it's always so fun in December. And now to look back on it again, even though it's just a couple days, a couple days into January, but to look at, if I step back and look at August when I was putting the foundations together and then kind of how things turned out, it's always really fun. Anyhow, I had kind of fussy cut that little village out of a piece of paper. But then I, on this page, added a little bit of glitter. So you can see I glittered there. And this pocket actually sits on top of the pocket page. So you can see the photos are tucked inside of that pocket. But that is, as you can see, on top of the pocket page. So there is my pocket. So printed some photos of our shopping. And then my husband and I wrapping the presents to send off. Over here on the right page, had done a little journaling, and my friend, oh my goodness, I just had a total brain cramp. Oh my gosh, that's horrible. I just had a total brain cramp. What I'm going to end up doing is when I go to process the video, I will put her name. Her name and Instagram is Maple Dip, but I can't believe I am Erin. My goodness. My friend Erin, when I was teaching at an event, was doing some fun little pocket pages with snow and things. So she did that for me while I was there, but it's just sealed up with a fuse. So it's kind of fun. When you shake that, looks like it's snowing. On the 17th. So 17th is documenting one of my newest favorite things to do during the holidays, or to add to our decor, the planters from Costco. So Costco makes beautiful planters for your front porch. So that's what I'm documenting here. And this, we have another little interactive. That little part flips up. And then you have the rest of it that's sliding into the pocket page. But just documenting the planters, and that's a photo on our front porch, and that's one of the little planters. So kind of a fun little crocheted trim there. The 18th, while I have this out, I might as well show. 18th, talking a little bit more about one of the kind of the key area that gets decorated in our house. This is our front entryway. And this little table, I have been collecting the white ceramic houses, most of them from Crate and Barrel, but white ceramic houses, and then also a bunch of different bottle brush trees. So that's what we have there. That is a large 6x8 photo. Over here on the back side, this is a little door that opens from the left, and I'm talking a little bit about kind of my collection and so forth. There's a little up close photo. The 19th, taking a photo of the shelf, not the shelf, I guess the wall unit, if you will, behind me in my craft room that I decorate for the holidays. So normally every year I do this for October, Halloween, and I do it for December, but the whole rest of the year it's very plain here. But kind of a fun way to bring in the holidays into my craft room every December, because I spend so much time in here December working on this little project and then doing a little bit of journaling on the back with a couple of up close photos. On the 20th, documenting our kitty being on the naughty list. He's the sweetest kitty, little Reggie here. Reggie is wearing a little reindeer costume that our son bought for him, but he's a wonderful kitty until it's the middle of the night, and sometimes he likes to attack my feet in the middle of the night. So just kind of joking about that, how he's on Santa's naughty list because of that. Again, another large size 6x8 photo. On the 21st, so we've lived in our new home for the past six Christmases. And what I started doing in our new home every year is doing some kind of thank you for the delivery drivers. So this year I got a new wheeling cart and a new sign. And so this sits out all month of December. In fact, it's still sitting out, but just as a nice little thank you for the folks that are delivering packages and orders and things like that. So kind of talking a little bit about that, and then a little close up of the sign there. December 22nd. So December 22nd is probably the first time that I have not included a photo in one of my days. So on this one, all journaling, really talking about just kind of some struggles that I have gone through this time of year. We have a member of our family who's finally, within the last probably 2 weeks, just finished a 6-week round of chemo treatment for cancer, and it has been brutal, brutal, brutal. So that's been very much weighing on our family and weighing on me. And then one of my husband's friends passed away, which was also very difficult. And then my dad and his Alzheimer's. So it's just this one, I just really felt like I needed to do a little bit of journaling about, not everything's sunshine and rainbows, especially, during the holidays. But I felt like for me, it was important to be authentic and talk about kind of some of the ways I'm struggling this season. On the back side of that, we moved to the 23rd. We started this tradition back in 2015 in our family, where we would either on Christmas Eve or a couple days before Christmas, we would go up to the mountains and go snowshoeing. Now, this year we didn't think there was enough snow, so we didn't take our snowshoes. We would have been fine. But over the years, since 2015, so the last 9 years, as the kids have moved on and moved to different states and things like that, our little group kind of gets dwindled down. So this year it was just Nick and I, my husband, and we took a little tripod up with us, a little selfie stick that also is a tripod, and a little clicker, a little remote control, and just did our little annual photo there. So talked a little bit about that one. On the 24th, so started doing a new tradition in our family on Christmas Eve. This little guy here is something that was floating around Instagram over the holidays, but you could add that that template existed. You could add a photo to that template. So it's kind of fun. That template, I'll just tell you, it says template by, oh my goodness, I can't read that. Anyhow, if you want to know what that template is, I have named that. I couldn't find a link for it, but I've at least told you the name of that on the blog post for the 23rd. Anyhow, the 24th. So just kind of opened with that. And that is our younger son lives in town, my mom, and then Nick and I. And the new tradition that we started, as I'm talking about that over here, is a Norwegian tradition about on Christmas Eve, everyone gets a book. Well, in our family, I made it everyone gets a new book, but it's all about reading and eating chocolates. So that, Norwegian tradition is called, I can't even, Jolabakaflod. Oh gosh, apologies for butchering that one. Anyhow, it roughly translates to the Christmas book flood, which was so fun. It was this time for our family, the 24th and 25th are always super, super, super busy. So it was wonderful just to sit back and read and enjoy chocolates together that night. So this little thing here, that is actually a piece of 12 by 12 paper. All of that artwork is on the 12 by 12 paper, except for the little gold glitter stars that I added. But I just used my X-Acto knife to cut away a few of those banners so I could slide my photo underneath. And then that takes us to the 25th. The 25th, again, this is something I do in my December documented mini book project kits every couple of years, but we modify a 12 by 12 pocket page to fit in our 6 by 8 album. And that's what you're seeing here. So this is really a 8-inch tall by 12-inch wide pocket page. So it is scored in half, and that opens up, that top row is just cut off, but that opens up to give you 1, 2, 3, 4 double-sided pockets. So that I always like to do that on the 25th because generally you have a lot of photos. So at least we do. So as that opens up again, there was a little journaling card that was part of the Simple Stories, Simple Vintage Holly Jolly collection that said Our Christmas Dinner, which is perfect for my book because every year we figured out it's at least the last 16 years. We have hosted an annual Christmas dinner party. This year we had 22 people over for dinner. It's full sit down china. It's so much fun. It's definitely my husband's thing. He does all the cooking, very much loves to do it. Now, obviously it's a group effort. There's a lot of work that goes into it, but definitely he loves it. So did the journaling there. A photo of Reggie just hanging out earlier in the day. Photo during the party. Photos opening presents during the party, and Sam and his girlfriend. And then as we move to the back, just one last photo. That is the end of the party on Christmas night, where we traditionally play a game called Left, Right, Center, which is a really fun dice game that involves money, and you can see stacks of money on the table. Anyhow, a lot of fun. So there you have it. That is that is my 2024 December daily project completed, which, oh my goodness, it's such a labor of love, and it's always to me really emotional this time of year when I start flipping through it, because it really is, I mean, it is one of the most special projects that I do personally for myself and for my family. It's just all those memories are just done. They're documented, they're recorded, the photos are done. So there you have it. That is my 2024 December daily project. One thing I want to say, if you are working on a project like this, whether you purchase the kit from me, got a little, I don't know, a little something, there we go. Whether you purchased a kit from me, or whether you're doing the Ali Edwards December Daily, or you're doing a project like this on your own for the month of December, do not be discouraged if you haven't started, even though December's over. Do not be discouraged if you only got a little way through, maybe you got part of the way through. The importance is that you lived the memories, right? You lived the memories, you took the photos. There should always be time to come and do a project like this throughout the next year, or the next 2 years, or the next 5 years. The one thing that I would suggest, if you have taken all the photos, hopefully you've taken all the photos as the memories were taking place. If you haven't written things down, just take out a little piece of scratch paper, a little bit of notebook or something, and just jot something about every day, so that when you do have the time to sit down and do this, and the time to enjoy, because the holidays are very hectic for a lot of people, when you do have the time to sit down and work on your project, however you're documenting December, as long as you have your photos and then you have things written down, it's very, then you're in a really good spot to be able to work on that project when you're ready. So hope you had a wonderful holiday season, and I look forward to seeing you again in about a year, showing you my 2025. That's hard to think about, isn't it? My 2025 December daily. Thanks for watching, friends. Bye-bye. Oh, one last thing. I have also included a link in the description box of the video down below to a playlist of probably maybe 8 prior year's December daily completed projects, where I do the same thing here, where I'm kind of flipping through and showing you and talking through what I did. So you'll find that down below as well. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.